Hello everyone, I thought I'd do an update on my project pan. Um, Hopefully this doesn't actually come out as dark as it looks now. When I was playing around with it the light before, it didn't seem too bad. Now that I'm taping it, it looks really dark. But then when I played back the bit that I taped to check it out, it looked fine. So we'll see how we go. Alrighty. I won't spend too long, particularly on the things that there are no progress on. But just mainly focusing on the things that there is some progress on. This Project Pan is a collaboration for the Team Project Pan, started by Kat and Hayley, and where it's supposed to be basically a full face of makeup. As I said, there will be a few categories missing, so I won't worry going into too much detail on the things that I haven't got much progress on. Alrighty, so let's start off with some base stuff. So I have this Rimmel BB cream. It's just about gone. Using the tube squeezer, I've marked the end of it down there. I actually think there's probably less than that because it gets a bit hard as it gets down to the bottom, because it sort of pushes back. I'm anticipating this being used up in the next couple of weeks. This lives in my makeup bag, goes to work with me, where I end up putting my makeup on most days, so I actually put makeup on. So I'm thinking the next week or two, this one should be done. Other base projects, there's not much progress on. Avon primer, I think I've used twice. So I'm not expecting to see much progress on that, and I don't think I weighed it, so I can't really say much. Oh, which reminds me, the Rimmel BB cream, where are we? The last time I weighed it, it was 24.55. It's now at 21.66, so I've used almost 3 grams of that. And I will say that some of my last measurements, I think I did it on a bit of a wonky surface. So there are a few things that came out less last time than they did this time. So anything where there is some progress, you can say that that's definitely progress, and it might even be a bit more than that. So yeah, just for a bit of a rough idea, used somewhere around about 3 grams on that one. What else should we do? Okay, let's go with these then. So I have these 2 Avon eyeshadow pencils. Apparently they're Smooth Minerals. I have Amethyst and I have Pebble. There's been a bit of progress on both of these. So I have them marked here. So the Pebble, I've got a little bit of progress on. Where are we? Pebble. So I'm now at the orange line, and the Amethyst is the one below it. So there's a little bit of progress on that as well. You can see that sort of slow, steady progress, and I can definitely tell they're getting shorter, because they started off about the same, and there's now a little bit more difference. So obviously I use the Pebble more than I use the Amethyst. Weight-wise, have I got a weight for these? Okay, Pebble has dropped from 5.38 to 5.26 grams. The Amethyst has basically stayed the same. It actually was 5.75 last time and 5.76 this time. So obviously I didn't use that one too much, but I used the Pebble a little bit. For an eyeliner, I've got this Super Shock eye pencil from Avon, gel eyeliner. Definitely have been making some progress on this one. That's this one here, Plumful. So you can see every time I've measured it, I've made a little bit more progress, now sitting there. And this one has gone down very slightly from 3.61 to 5.56. I could probably sharpen that one in the next few days. Probably sharpen that by the end of the week, and that'll take a bit more weight off. But because of course with a product like this, you're losing weight from the packaging as well as from the makeup itself. Let's do these quickly. Burgundy Shock Retractable Glimmer Stick and Mocha Flash. Both got a little bit of progress on both of those. Trying to find them on my piece of paper. Okay, I can't see them on my weights, but Mocha Flash, slowly but surely, is now there. And the Burgundy. It's now there. Okay, for lips, I knock them out. Paint and Polish from MAC. A little bit of progress on that one. That one here has gone. It's now down there, so you can see slow but steady progress on that one. That one, can I find? Yeah. And that one is now down to 14.68 grams. More lip stuff. This Slim Shine lipstick from MAC. I wasn't really marking because, as you can see, it's gone pretty gloopy. So in the warmer months I wasn't keen on putting it all the way out to see how much was left, because every time I try and wind it back down it would take a chunk out of it. It's now getting to the point where there's not all that much left, so it's not so much of a problem. I haven't used this one too much recently. I'll probably start using that one some more as it starts to get warmer again. And that one is now down to 13.43 grams the last time I measured it. It started off at 14, but then it was using less accurate scale, so it's a bit hard to tell exactly how much I've used. Baron's Rose from MAC I haven't really used all that much. I've used it a couple of times. But Fantasia I have used a few times, and that one is actually showing, pardon me, a little bit of progress on. So Fantasia's gone from 19.68 to 19.65 for what that's worth. So a little bit of progress on that one. For eyeshadow, I have this quad from MAC. Hard to actually weigh anything for that one, but you can definitely see that there are some dips happening in all of those shades. They're quite stiff shadows. They do give a bit of colour payoff. I tend to use them more for crease colours and V colours, and not so much for full lid colours. But I am definitely making some visible progress now. You can actually start to really see those dips. The other shadow that I'm trying to use at the moment is this Avon one, which is originally a baked eyeshadow. It's smashed a couple of times, I've repressed it a couple of times. Definitely getting some use out of it, though it's really hard to quantify. For lip balm, this Avon one, I've hit a decent amount of pan, slowly but surely. There's not much difference in the weight, even though I have used it a few times. This Baby Lips Menthol one, I've only got a tiny bit left. And some of that is plastic. And then for the highlighter, I've got this Becca one that I just started using because it was one of the few things that I didn't actually have going in the project pan was a highlighter, so I thought I should put one in, and this is a nice little travel one that can go in my makeup bag. And there's a bit of use up the top on that one. Down in here you can see that the finish on that started to get a few marks in. For setting spray, I've got this MAC Fix Plus. Again, slowly but surely, it's not something I think to use, something I think to reach for every single time, but I do use it from time to time, and I'm just trying to find on my sheet what the weight on that one is now. Oh yeah, on the Becca highlighter, I've gone from 23.4 to 23.38 grams. Fix Plus, I've gone from 131.97 to 131.1 grams for that one. So I have used it a few times. For powder, I've got this Mark Avon Compact. It's a little bit of a dip, a little bit of usage happening, but nothing that I think this will be able to pick up. No, not really. Have used that one probably a half dozen times, but it's fairly stiff. I don't use an awful lot of it, and mainly I use it under my under eyes because there's a little bit on the pink side. What else have I got? My concealer is really hard to measure because it's all clumped on the outside. So yeah, I've just been letting it settle, and as you can see, just letting it settle, it's slowly moving down in the tube. Probably won't be able to see, but it's probably actually really at least under there where the actual product is inside the tube. This lip gloss from MAC, started off the project sort of above that line, if you can see it, where that red bit is there, and it's now sitting just under there. It's probably sitting about there. Yeah, trying to get through that one the best I can. And that's probably really all I've got, apart from maybe these guys, which are really hard to show. If you get all the air out, this one's down about here somewhere. And that one has gone from 20.25 to 20.08, so I have used that one a couple of times, used a little bit of it up. Similar story with the tinted moisturiser. I didn't actually use the tube squeezer on that one. It's probably sitting about there, perhaps. And this one has gone from 33.52 to 33.33. So, a little bit of usage out of that one as well. And that's probably really all I've got, apart from my micellar water, which is now, I haven't actually marked this one, but it's sitting down, when it's sitting flat under that line there, so it's probably down to about there at the moment. Alright, so I think we'll just leave it there. Oh, sorry, one other thing. Helping Hands hand cream has gone from, last time I measured it was about 2 months ago, obviously missed one. It's gone from 47 grams to 39.45 grams. Every time I use it, it seems to use a gram or two. There's not a whole lot left. The tubs themselves are about 15 grams, so I've really probably only got about 15 grams left in this one. So I'm hoping I will be able to use that one up very shortly, because it's very old and it's gone a bit separated. Alrighty, so let's leave it there then, hey guys, and I'll see you in the next one. I am considering whether I want to make a video on all the palettes that I've never used, because I do have a few of them, and that was probably more just to give me motivation to show me that I don't need to buy any more makeup. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking might be my next video, if I can squeeze one in before my next A to Z project pan update. But we'll see how we go. Okay then guys, good night.